Our guest today is Matt Long, club director at the iconic London nightclub Ministry of Sound. Bringing over 20 years of experience operating venues, clubs and festivals, he currently helps to steer the legendary venue's global brand strategy and landmark anniversary programming. With a strong background in electronic music and venue management, Matt has previously directed projects at New Citizens, served as an event consultant for the Leeds Jazz Festival, and founded the event collective Monocult. 2026 is shaping up to be a particularly historic year for Ministry of Sound. As the club celebrates its 35th anniversary, it has also undergone a major transformation in London, with its iconic main room, The Box, receiving a complete refurbishment. That evolution extends beyond London. For the first time in a decade, Ministry of Sound is returning to Ibiza, marking its 35th anniversary with an exclusive event at 5 to 8 Ibiza on Thursday, September 3rd. Spanning both the open-air garden stage during the afternoon and the indoor club by night, the lineup features the likes of Louis Vega, Benji B, Dan Shake, Relo, Murphy's Law and more, celebrating Ministry of Sound's heritage in style while entering a new era.
Welcome to Go Deep, an Ibiza Global podcast, bringing you interviews with the most representative people from what we call maybe electronic music scene, club scene. I'm Tommy V. I'm a DJ, producer, label owner, and I'm very proud to introduce you the guest of today, which is a club manager, but not a club manager. It's a club manager because this place is absolutely an icon, and it's one of the first places I went when I was maybe 20 years old. Please welcome Matt Long from Ministry of Sound, club manager of Ministry of Sound.
Yeah, what an intro. Thank you.
But it's true, because
Thanks for having me.
I was, okay, let's start from this. It was not supposed to be the first question, but I go free. Ministry of Sound opened the doors in 1981, right?
Yep, correct.
I think I went there the first time in 1992.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I was very into the thing. And the show is called Go Deep because I wanted to go deep. I want to go see and check. And then 1 year after, I did my first track and with Azzoli, with Dave Piccioni. So I was coming to London all the time because of the contracts of the things, the money also. And I was always going to Ministry of Sound. So let's start from this. And let me ask you, I don't want to know your age. I don't want to know your age, but did you add the time? Did you go there on that time? Not really, right?
No.
A few years after, maybe.
Early 2000s.
Okay.
Is when I went. When I first went, when Secret Sundays used to do the outdoor cocktail parties there. That was my first introduction to the club. But obviously, naturally, my introduction to Ministry of Sound was through the CDs and everything like that, and the albums and the annuals. And the club was through.
People maybe don't know, but I mean, most of English people knows, but maybe all over the world they don't know. But Ministry of Sound is not only a club; it's a brand. It's
correct.
It's everything. It's a label. I work with too.
It's a record label,
so I work with them too, and it's a big label. It's a
huge.
Label.
So we did sell the record label though in 2016. But yes, it was a huge part of the brand
I knew that,
and how we took the club globally. Exactly. And essentially, you can be anywhere. You can be in Thailand and you mention Ministry Sound and somebody recognises it. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. And it's through the records and the label and everything like that.
Let me tell one thing. I don't want the others club managers get mad at me, but the logo is still the name and the logo is so English, but in a good way.
It's the most recognizable, iconic logo.
So iconic.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to get into this? I know you have a background. We will talk about your backgrounds and all the things you did before getting here, because you're young to have all this big responsibility, because it's a huge one. But when was the time you said, "Oh, I want to get into this field. I want to do this to leave. This is going to be my work"?
So
when did it happen? I mean, you were in the high school. You were a kid. You were.
So At high school?
Yeah.
Well, actually, sixth form in the UK, which is like after high school, and I started putting on parties originally there. Then I decided to actually come to Ibiza and do my first season here, which was 2004.
Wow.
I was working for, back then when it was doing the photos down in Mambo's, where you used to take photos for sunset and then sell them on to like people who collect them in the apartments and stuff. Got my taste of like, what's going on here on the island, and then I came back and returned back to Leeds at the time, and I started putting on my first club night, which was Monocult.
Yeah, I know that.
And we then, that night, naturally you put on a night with your friends and you don't know where, it's a hobby, it's just fun and passion, but that night grew for the next 10 years, and I put it on across London, Europe, a lot of shows over here in Barcelona as well and stuff, so, and it grew, and that was my first iteration into...
So we can tell that Ibiza was the thing.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. I did 2 seasons here, and it really like paved the way of what I wanted to do.
And do you have a memory of a particular moment when you said, oh wow, I want to... what a thing is this? I mean, like one thing, not a season, not your season. Did you enter a club, a place, and you said, "Oh my God, this is what I want to do in my life"? There's a moment. I had it in my life.
Yeah.
I can tell. There's a couple of things that I said, "Oh my God, this
is for me."
Yeah, this is me. I love this.
The island was so special for me in terms of where it what it did. I used to go to Underground quite a bit because that was the. Like they used to do the workers' parties and stuff on the Wednesdays, Mrs. C and stuff, and that, really getting into those sort of events and stuff there, and you're like, wow, yeah, this is special. I want to be on this. I want to do this.
And then you work for New Citizens, right?
Yes.
And the Leeds Jazz Festival.
So I've done lots of things since when I was in Leeds. So then I went on and we opened a venue called Canal Mills as well, which was originally it was like a few promoters coming together to open up a new space to put on our shows, but that grew, and we did loads of different club nights there, and we just had residencies across in the space as well. And then I went on and did opened up a space called Canvas Yard, which we did like day festivals in as well with brands like Defected and Hacienda.
Wow.
Yeah, really big.
You have a huge background.
Yeah, I've done, and then I also done from a record label side as well. I worked for 2020 Vision as well, and I launched.
Nice one.
Yeah, really good. Very respected record label.
Very nice one.
And myself and Ralph, we launched a label as well called Fina Records as well. So I dipped into the sort of records label management side of stuff as well. So yeah, I've had a varied background.
You did a lot of things.
Yeah.
Compliments.
Thank you.
Listen, this year is 35 years
Correct.
of ministry, right?
Yes.
And so it's going to be celebrating here, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do for this? To celebrate is 35. It's a long time.
It's huge time.
I don't think there's many clubs that last that long, right?
No, there's
just
not.
Few, maybe Pachá.
Yeah, there's really not,
We have something in Italy, like Muretto, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe Muretto is, maybe he's older.
Pasha's probably the other one.
Muretto is older for sure.
But yeah, we've already been doing quite a lot of bits already throughout the year. So we started in January, we did a huge refurb in the main room, the box.
Right.
So the box hasn't really been touched since 1991. And it was still, it's a still iconic room.
It didn't need it to be touched. I remember the first time I entered, I said, oh my God, the sound system was, and you change it.
Yeah.
The sound system was unbelievable. Back in the days, talking about the 90s. In the 90s was something that you never heard before. It was almost shocking. So I remember like now from the bar, going to the room, into the box, I remember like feeling like a pressure.
Yeah.
To my body, but not a pain, a good pressure.
That space when you walked in there,
right?
We like that sort of feeling that you got. We were like, it's been 35 years, and we needed to sort of bring the space again to how that feeling of like, wow, impact sound system again, but for like the modern day world of clubbing and how people experienced it. So we've changed it now to, it's still a 6-point sound system. We've got KV2 brought in. and we wanted to create, well,
it's all around, right? All around, in every corner.
6 points. But we also wanted to make the DJ booth. We felt there was a bit of disconnect between the dance floor and the DJ.
Maybe. For the new way to do clubbing, probably.
Yes.
I agree.
So what we've done is we've brought the DJ booth sunken down
more
into
in the
DJ.
middle of it. More in the middle.
Like you say, the way of how people experience dance floors now. We've then got a stage behind the DJ booth as well, so people you've got that 360 element. We then worked with Lucid Create, who are famous AV company. They've done some incredible stuff. They did the Pasha refurb.
But you changed just the loft, just the box room.
Well, this was just all box, so we were completely focused on the box. And what we wanted to do was create a space where you walk in there. It didn't have to say, there's no logo.
It's an experience.
And people know that that's the space. It's the new space. So it's completely different. It's an audio visual sort of space. And you've got screens across your head now. You've got this new amazing like sphere that they've built as well. Lots of lighting and 6-point sound system from KV2.
And what else are you doing for the birthday?
For the rest of it. So we kicked off with that in January.
Perfect.
We've now relaunched our tours. So we're taking the club back on the road again. We've just done
touring.
Touring.
Worldwide.
Yes. So we did a show in Dubai in January. We did Miami, show in Miami for Music Week. We are in Helsinki on Saturday with Lily Palmer. We're doing a residency in Bali, and then we have returned to the island, which is like the first time in 10 years. So we're back in Ibiza. We're doing a show at 528 in September, on the 3rd of September, and we've got a really incredible.
We can tell
at 528.
Okay, 528. Okay, missed it. Okay,
and for us, 528 works perfectly because it feels like there's still the essence of Ibiza. It's outdoors.
We're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this. What I'm supposed to ask you is that the world is changing, everything is changing. The club scene is changing, and even the island is changing.
Yeah.
So there's some people that are okay with this. Some people a lot of people, even especially the older guys like me, they said maybe before it was better. Absolutely different. So what do you think about it? Do you think in the island, and then we compare to London, because I read on the papers 50% of the club in London closed in the last years.
I
it's a big thing. I mean,
it's a big thing. I think the media at the moment, certainly in the UK, like things are closing, people aren't going out. All this is like this messaging about people aren't going to experience it. It's not true. People are experiencing. People are soaking up in a different way. There's so much exciting stuff at the moment in the UK. Look at all the Ibiza residencies this season. 80% of them are from the UK. We are exciting. There's lots of stuff happening in the UK. There's lots of stuff happening in the
it's
island.
A matter of proposal.
Yeah, people are just experiencing different ways. People have the days of going out every Saturday night, every week, and going to a club has changed. You're going to events. You're going to certain bits. So people are just soaking it up in a different way now.
And in this era where the genres are so quickly changing and moving from one to the other, how do you handle this? How do you do your choice? Where you pick up the ideas? What's your reference?
You've got to constantly keep on it. I mean, luckily I've got a really good team, great team. That constantly, the IMS now working their magic, and you've got to be, like say, on the trends, working out what the new music is, working out what's hot and what's not and stuff. And we make sure that we program the club and have lots of varied different music genres, demographics, so it pulls on different people.
And then you have, for the people who never went there, you got few rooms. So
So
maybe this help you.
It certainly helps. So because we've got 4 rooms in the club, it also means that we can showcase like record labels or smaller parties and stuff who host different rooms, whilst we've got the headliners in the main space as well in the box. So it gives us the flexibility and the variety to sort of work our programming in that way.
And talking about going back to the idea of old school that we knew, we lived, we both lived. There's some elements that are that we necessarily have to take back and some not. I mean, you know, you got a point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, don't be nostalgic. Be nostalgic means that I was telling to other guys before. Sometimes I feel I'm old because I'm saying my era was better, you know. And this, when I was a kid, I was saying, why old people is always saying that time was better than my time, you know? So we have to live with this. Change is part of the life.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. But maybe some things we should save. What would you save?
Agree on your point.
Or take back.
Agree on your point, but I think you've got to constantly adapt. But I guess probably the biggest one would be, and this isn't just for clubbing, this is for soaking up any music, like the phone thing, you know, phones on the dance floor. They, you know, when we went clubbing, you were there, you just experienced it, and you weren't saturated with what's going on in your phone all the time. So, you know, naturally, that would be great if we could just ban everything on that.
You're totally right. I remember when I was going to the club, watching the DJ, listening to the music, going for girls, taking a drink, sharing the feelings with the people on the dance floor, you know, maybe just a view, you know. Just a view.
Yeah, of course.
Yesterday I went to a place that I don't tell but they don't let the phone in, and obviously you are kind of not forced because nobody's forcing you, but you're more into that, watching the people around you. I like the song, you're singing, I'm singing.
It's experiences.
We are part of something. You know,
Correct.
we are missing that kind of.
Yeah.
In fact, now in Ibiza, small clubs, more venues are growing.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? What do you think about the large clubs, small clubs? What's your idea?
I think what's good is, you know, the island at the moment, it's exciting because, like you said, there's these small venues popping up.
Right.
But then the big, so it means that the island's super exciting at the moment. There's lots of variety. Like you say, if you want to go in tonight and experience a club for 300 people with no phones, you can do that.
I know.
Or
I did it.
Yeah. You know, or you can do, and like I went to Pikes last night.
Me too.
Great.
We're there together. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. So and
it was a good vibe, huh?
Great vibe. And
it was a good
you
vibe.
know, they still hold in the spirit of that sort of like what we probably talking about with the experience there. But it's the island's exciting at the moment. You know, there's lots of good stuff.
And what about ministry? You can use the phone?
Yeah, so we haven't done a blanket. Straight clear.
You suggest?
We, you know, we don't try and encourage people to use phones and stuff, but we're doing a bit of a testing phase at the moment with how we adapt that and stuff. But there's some great venues in London at the moment who've like done blanket no phones and stuff, and it's working really well and keeping that secretive. So yeah, it's just a bit of a testing stage for us.
Yeah, and what's the reaction of the people in those clubs? They're okay with that?
Yeah.
They agree, they understand. If they're young, they understand.
Absolutely, yeah. This
is good, huh?
There's a couple of new spaces in London that have opened. One's called Lost. And that's completely phone.
I never went, I heard about it.
They also don't do anything on their marketing. They literally they have an Instagram page and they post once a week, but then they delete it, and it just shows you what's coming up. They don't release a lineup, so they don't. You know, it's very they have stuck to exactly how they want to deliver that space. Great, do you know what I mean? But ministries sits in different.
So this is your position about the marketing.
Yeah.
I was asking you, what's your position about the digital marketing? Is it so necessary, showing the club too much? Is it necessary? It's better to keep the curiosity alive?
For us, from ministry, we need to show, you know, it's about showcasing what we do, about the reverb, all that kind of stuff, yeah. Where I totally understand when people come in, they've got the completely new strategy, and taking on that sort of different approach. Ministry, we need to shout. We want to tell people what we're doing. You know, we're open 52 weeks a year. We do up to 4,000 to 6,000 people a week. Do you know what I mean? So it's like we need to be out there, actively pumping what we're doing.
And what about your neighborhoods? That's I know the story, but I think it's a interesting story if you want to tell to the people who's listening.
As in the developments and stuff, or
no, what happened? I mean, they tried to close you, right?
Yeah, but
They tried back.
yes, we now work really closely with the council, the planning officers as well, with all the new development, because there's Elephant and Castle where the
Right.
club is under a huge amount of development at the moment, but we work really closely with all the developers, like I say, the planning and council and stuff, to make sure that the club stays there. It's a cultural part of London and the UK, and it has to remain there. So we work closely.
I agree totally.
You know, we can't just keep pushing clubs out and keep building.
Should be like
not
that.
just clubs.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's clubs, theatres, museums, everything. You know, they have to exist to make the city evolve.
What was for you in these 35 years, which is a long time, some iconic moments that build up the strength of the brand? You know, what happened that really made bam, we did this, we did that, we came first with this idea, we were the first doing this, we were the first doing that. What are the big moments for you in this 35 years?
The box has been, you know, a pinnacle in club landscape and stuff. Obviously, the record label went strength to strength. They had some huge hits. You know, Eric Prydz, Call on Me. That was a very, very like standout track and moment for the record label. I joined the club in 2024. End of 2024, and obviously we've then gone for this huge refurb to reposition ourselves as a club and brand at the moment. And yeah, this year is a huge year for us for 35 years, and we're doing a lot of different bits within the year to sort of really push on for us. There's a huge piece of history coming out at the back end of the year. We're doing a book, coffee table book with Rizzoli Publishers, and it's instead of your traditional book where it talks about the history or an autobiography, we've gone into having tales of like all the DJs that have played there and then all like
I think like
ex-staff,
everybody played there, right?
Ex-staff, ex-flyering teams, you know, people who've literally lived and breathed through that venue. So it's a really nice story, tales of what's happened on the dance floor at Ministry of Sound.
What would be your personal perfect lineup, dead or alive people, whatever, even singers, even whatever. If you would do like the night of the party of your life, who would you book? Who would you put together? So I can get your taste.
Yeah, okay. I think the taste is going to be a bit wide here.
It doesn't
Dead
matter.
or alive.
You got 4 rooms.
Andrew Overall has to come back.
Okay.
Yeah. If we're talking at the club, DJ Harvey as well. We're bringing DJ Harvey back to the club in.
Oh, really?
In August.
Yes. This is cool.
22nd of August.
This is
Definitely.
iconic.
Exactly. I would also have Luciano Butt.
Okay.
From the sort of 2006, 2008 sort of period.
Sound.
Yeah.
Sound waves.
Yeah. That minimal
Big,
sound. Huge
waves. I love that time.
Yeah.
I love that time.
And that also, from a Circle Local perspective, that also shaped a lot of what I'm about now as well.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, it was, pinnacle in what I was doing. So yeah, there's bits like that.
And then? What else? You got 2 rooms
left. Musically, they don't quite flow there, but I'm just thinking like who can I pick?
Whoever you like.
I love Move D as
Okay.
well. Great DJ. Really good special DJ. Dixon as well. I'd probably go back for the old sort of sound of like that sort of 2010 sort of era.
Oh yeah.
Great. Love that Innovision stuff. So yeah, that's probably where I'm at. A bit of a mishmash of people.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good party. If you ever did. Any advice to people that want to start to do whatever, promoting, DJing, marketing, into this world? What they have to focus
I think you've got to just remain passionate and make sure, don't look at it. It's not a business. Go absolute passion, whether or not that's producing, putting on your club night and stuff, and then just see how things evolve and stuff. I never came into this industry going, this is what I want to do. It was all purely passion, and as it's evolved, and I've then become a businessman within it.
So you work all day, I guess, right? Every day.
It doesn't stop.
How old is your child?
Three.
I got a 4.
Okay.
I got a 4-1. So
it's tough.
the question is, how do you deal with this?
How do I deal?
With the family things.
My partner Stacey deals with.
She knows what you're doing. Yeah. Of course. But it's not easy.
Hey, listen, it's tough. It's so tough, as you know. The industry, you've got to constantly working and
weekend.
researching, and you're constantly looking at what's going on and research development kind of thing as well. But trying to be that balance of that and being a family man at the same time is so difficult. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Completely.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah. I think we are done. I think that what I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
It's time for you to promote. Let's say it again.
Yeah.
What is going to happen during the summer?
Yes.
Maybe,
So huge part of obviously these 35 years is us, Ministry of Sound returning to the island. We're doing a show at 5 to 8. We're taking over the garden space and the club space on Thursday.
Who's playing? We can say that.
Yeah.
The lineup.
Thursday the 3rd of September. So we've got Louis Vega.
Oh, cool.
The Ministry Sound legend. We've got Benji B as well. Louis and Benji B are going to do a back-to-back at some point as well during the day. And we've got Dan Shake and our resident Paisley Jensen. That's in the garden. And then inside in the club, we've got Relo, Deosa and Basso as well. So
nice.
It's good. It represents sort of 35 years in terms of a bit of history, the new stuff, new school as well. So it's good.
Perfect. Sounds great. Are you happy with it?
Super happy, yeah. We're announcing it next week, so yeah, it's good.
You merchandising also? Because I got
Yes.
some old T-shirts.
So
You gotta send me a new one. I got it.
We'll do it.
I got a couple of really old ones.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have.
Yeah, probably don't.
From back in the 90s, because it was like everywhere in London, wherever you
Everyone
were
wanted
going walking, there was Ministry of Sound T-shirts to buy, and I got a couple that really vintage, destroyed one, very nice. And then I had one from a Subliminal session.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because it was connected to Eric back on those days.
So they used to be our Saturday sessions. Eric used to do Subliminal like monthly with us and stuff.
And I went there a couple of times when there was Subliminal. Eric was in the box. And
Incredible.
I remember in the bar there was Eric Chuchu and
Yeah.
oh my God, I had the best time of my life. Thanks a lot, man.
No, thank you so much.
It was a pleasure to have you here, and happy birthday, Ministry of Sound.
Thank you.
Thank you. Matt Long.
Thank you.